We're riding our bikes up Ginza Street, just the way John Lennon and Yoko used to do. There's nobody, as you can see, not too much traffic this morning. Pretty quiet, it's about 8 a.m. So let's see what happens. Pretty epic view up here. We're the only ones here too. 9 a.m. Because our kids are still asleep in the hotel. We're gonna have to check out of the hotel soon. We're not packed. And so let's just hope and pray that this trail leads us somewhere useful. 7 p.m. and now the main street is completely shuttered. Not a single soul stirring, not a single business open. Where's the nightlife? But she said Ken Watanabe, the actor, has a house here. She said Bill Gates has a house here. I don't know whether those things are true or not, just stuff that I heard. So isn't only John Lennon who liked this place as far as celebrities go. Friend on the train this morning, she's going to see the doctor. She's going to see the doctor today. She's getting off in Togura. She's 84 years old. And she's 84 years old. She has 3 daughters. And she's going to Togura. And she's a very nice lady. 3, right? It's my friend. I wish she was coming with us. All right, let's get out. Karuizawa. It's raining, but checking into our hotel here. It's up on the 3rd floor and there's no elevator. Bit of a drag, but got a little kitchenette here. And 4 single beds. Perfect for our family. Not easy to find a room with 4 single beds in Japan, believe me, folks. And this is 21,000 yen, which is 133 bucks. And this is kind of an upscale resort town, so in a place like this, not too bad, not too shabby. John Lennon spent the last 4 summers of his life with Yoko here in this town, Karuizawa. They love this place apparently because it has good temperatures in the summertime, although it's raining today a little bit. It's 1,000 meters of elevation, and they were mostly left alone here for the most part. They weren't hounded by the press. They found it to be a relaxing place, and it's turned into sort of a upscale mountain resort town. We're going to look around at some of his former haunts. This is the main sort of pedestrian drag of the town, Old Ginza Street. Some cutesy little businesses here. Peter Rabbit Shop and Bakes. So many treats here. We got maple sand cookies. What on earth are those? So apparently John Lennon used to like to get baguettes and have milk coffee at this French bakery up the street that's been there since 1951 and apparently is still there. So we're going to look for that place. Hopefully it'll be open. Still around. John Lennon's French Bakery. Been here since 1950. Let's take a look. Apparently there's some photos of John Lennon here somewhere. Let's see if they're still here. Wait a minute. Right here. Right behind the cash register, it looks like. So here's what we got.
I think at this time of day things are picked over.
Yeah, the selection's a little bit picked over in here. About John Lennon in the pictures, and he said nobody here remembers or understands, and also they only speak Japanese. So nobody that I can speak to about it, unfortunately, here. John Lennon had tourist information to see if I could interview anyone for the video, and the woman seems very confused. She's calling someone. I don't understand any of it, although occasionally I'd hear her say John Lennon.
Until 4 o'clock.
Until 4 o'clock.
Tomorrow is a holiday.
And tomorrow's a holiday. What time is it now? What time is it now?
It's 3:30.
Oh, I better go there. Is it? How far away is it?
Take taxi so like for 15 minutes. And before some shoppers know John Lennon, but no, nobody to know the yeah.
Nobody remembers him?
Yeah.
And can you write down the name of the place? I'll put it in my... Actually, you don't have to... If you could just... Can you type it in here for me and then I'll screenshot it?
Rizanbo.
Rizanbo.
Rizanbo. Yeah.
They like to eat there, huh? And it's still open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until 4 o'clock.
Until 4 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Did the person you were talking to say anything else about John Lennon?
No, they don't know the detail about John Lennon and know this one in the shop.
Okay.
Or outside is maybe okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Historic summer cottages here. Lots of rich and famous people from around Japan have summer homes here. And we're going to wander around and just see some of them, or at least what we can of them. It's a nice town. Do you like it, Jen?
Yeah, that's nice.
There's a lot of interesting little shops and cafes and restaurants. You could see why the Lennons liked it. From Himalaya. Traditional stones and so on and so forth. Himalayan gifts.
That was almost 50 years ago, though.
Yeah. We're walking over to the Mampei Hotel, which is where where they summered supposedly in room 128. The place is currently being renovated. It's been a hotel it's been an inn since the 1700s, and it was converted into a Western style hotel. One of the first ones around in like the late 1800s, and now it's being renovated. We're passing by. Here's the tennis courts right here. These are also some famous Karuizawa tennis courts. Gelato and wine here as well. This is where the former emperor, the retired emperor, and the empress met, right, Jen? Yeah. From what we read? So, a rainy day, so nobody playing tennis today, but supposedly this is where I don't know if they met here, but he supposedly wooed her here, courted her here. And I'm a huge tennis player, so the fact that they did that, the tennis court, is pretty cool, isn't it, Jen? Mm-hmm. And supposedly he comes back here to play tennis sometimes too, it says in that brochure. It's a private tennis club. I'm not sure whether you...
I would expect better from the emperor and empress.
It's not a fancy tennis club, is it?
No. I thought it was going to be some elite.
Something fancy?
Right.
Yeah. The courts honestly don't look like they're in tremendously good shape, do they?
No, it doesn't. It just looks like an ordinary club.
Yeah, basically. Nice though. So we're approaching the hotel. It's sort of a construction zone, so I don't know if he's going to let us walk by or not. Konnichiwa.
We're supposed to go this way.
Oh. Mampei Hotel. Very nice and woodsy back here. I have a feeling we're not going to be able to even get close to it, but let's take a look. So this is the outside of the Mampei Hotel where they lived. Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Can we just take a look at the outside of the hotel? No.
Tell him I'm making a video about John Lennon of the Beatles.
Well, he's probably just
Ask him if he could.
happy.
Tell him I'm making a video about John Lennon of the Beatles, who used to live here.
He wants to make a video about John Lennon from the Beatles, and
He used to live here.
Used to live here at this hotel.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes, he did.
1 minute.
Just to look or
ちょっと
no?
わかんないんですけど。
He can't, but he's gonna get in trouble.
この方
Let him speak Japanese into the thing. See what he's saying. He's thinking about it. I think he's thinking about just letting us see the exterior for a minute. He's thinking about it.
Do you wanna say?
Speak in Japanese.
このホテルをよく利用していましたけど、向こうの方に別荘があるそうなんですよ。
What's he say?
We are doing an audio clip at this hotel, and apparently that villa is over there. And he's pointing somewhere else.
Where? Could he show us?
I think here.
向こうの方だって聞いてるんですけどね、この道こう
Go around to the side. We might be able to see it from the side. I
Really?
think he's saying.
Over there?
We can go out
Which
here.
number is it? Which number is the villa?
場所がわかんないんだよな。
Ask him what number is it in the thing.
なんか場所がわかんないのかよな。
Do you know what villa it is?
How do we find it?
それは何のビラかご存知ですか？
No.
No.
Okay. It says in the article, room 128 or something.
Oh, right, I know, but we don't know where room 128
Let's
is.
just walk along here like they're doing and take a look on the side.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's go.
Arigato.
Arigato.
Well, you can see the side of the building here and the workers. And the Mampei Hotel vending machines. What do you think he meant? That it was back here, Jen?
Right, like I think he meant the room was back here.
The room was back here. So could have been any of these right here.
Yeah.
So here's the back side of the hotel, he said, where they used to stay. It's in a residential neighborhood here, as you can see, this hotel. It's really neat. It's not on a main road or anything. So you can see how nice and woodsy it is around here. They must have just like this shady environment. You come here in the summertime and there's trees everywhere, nature. Obviously they love that kind of stuff. They took long walks. They used to like to go to a waterfall near here, but it's like a 15-minute drive away and it's raining, so we're not going to see that today. We might go see it tomorrow. But they used to like to go on hikes. The woman at Tourist Information was telling us about this restaurant that they like to go to. Right, Jen's pointing out that they used to like to ride their bikes around here. But this restaurant was closing at 4 o'clock and it was like 3:40 and we did not have transportation, so I wasn't going to be able to get there in time. So this is a parking lot. I've never seen a parking lot with such beautiful signs. Like there's signs everywhere. Beautiful signs. Who made all these beautiful signs? You made them? Look at all these nice signs. Tremendous. Look at this. Beautiful signs. Look, more signs. Yeah, and a map of the town. Look at this. Beautiful. Arigato gozaimasu. Yeah, this is a very nice neighborhood. It seems kind of deserted too. I think that today is what, Wednesday, Jen? Or Tuesday? And a lot of these are probably summer homes. This leafy neighborhood. So look at all the signs at the top of this street advertising all of these houses. Around here all sort of a bit obscured by all the trees. They're hidden behind the trees. Very cool though. You can see how pretty they are. A lot of pretty old houses back here, all hidden amongst the trees. This seemingly abandoned house has an American flag here, and the one behind it does too. Interesting. Look, it's like an overgrown house with an American flag, and then one here too. Interesting. Someone's selling a Beatles t-shirt. Roast beef in a pizza wrap. All right, roast beef with apple, honey, vanilla ice cream, and cinnamon. Huh, roast beef with honey, vanilla, and ice cream. Once we start talking about roast beef and pizza and ice cream all in the same dish, now that is just fascinating. I was trying to get a little ice cream.
Poor guy.
7 p.m. and now the main street is completely shuttered. Not a single soul stirring, not a single business open. Where's the nightlife? Japanese gelato could be so good. This is delicious. Gelateria Gina here in Karuizawa. Gelateria Gina, man, this place is awesome. If you're here in this town, you got to get gelato. There's real Italian style gelato. And the young ladies who work there were telling us the reason why it's dead is because it's rainy season. People don't come to this town in the rainy season. In July, the place is packed. They also mentioned a couple of the famous people. They said you don't really see famous people when you live here because the famous people just send their minions out to get snacks or whatever they want. But she said Ken Watanabe, the actor, has a house here. She said Bill Gates has a house here. I don't know whether those things are true or not, just stuff that I heard. So isn't only John Lennon who like this place as far as celebrities go. Bakery is resting on their laurels, the place that John Lennon used to go to. I think if John and Yoko were here today, they'd be going to bakeries like this. We've seen, I don't know, so many appetizing bakeries. The French bakery had like almost nothing. Look at this bakery. This place has French toast, Jen. Did you notice that? Look at all these nice things they have here. Look at these bread. This is baguettes. These are way better than the French bakery's baguettes. Here you go. Time to pick up some custom-made chopsticks that we ordered with our names in Japanese on them. One for myself and one for each of a couple of friends of mine. What a nice service. So you get the chopsticks here, and she engraves your name in them. Arigatou gozaimasu. And here we are. So this one is for Elizabeth, and this one is for Jordan. And this one is for me, for Dave. Arigatou gozaimasu.
ナンバーカードお持ちですか?
22. Oh, yes. Sawamura coffee I'm at this morning, having breakfast. I'm making a nice pour over here. It's a beautiful cafe. They have a nice upstairs too. I like to watch a barista do their work. Nice looking breakfast we have here. Cardamom roll. Jen has some sort of a donut. A couple of coffee. Raining. Second day in Karuizawa. And we borrowed some bikes from the hotel. And there was nobody there this morning at the reception, so we just took them. Hopefully that was fine. And having another cardamom bun this morning. And some fancy coffee. Good way to start the morning.
Yeah, good way to start.
How's your donut, Jen?
It's nice. Lemonade.
Now, in order to recreate the real John Lennon Yoko Ono experience, we've rented some purposely really junky old single-speed bikes. Take a look at these babies. I'm actually lying about that. These are the only bikes that the hotel had, so we're taking them because they're excuse me. I think they're free. I don't know. The hotel wasn't open yet, so I mean the lobby. There was nobody there yet, and there was keys in them, so I think they're free. We're gonna head out to one of their favorite places, which is Usui Pass. A rainy day like yesterday, and you wake up the next day, and the sun comes out. It feels very nice, doesn't it, Jen? Yeah. To feel a little sun. Boy, oh boy. You take it for granted if you get a stretch of dry days, but then when you get some rain like yesterday, boy, it feels good when the rain stops and the sun comes out. We're riding our bikes up Ginza Street, just the way John Lennon and Yoko used to do. There's nobody, as you can see, not too much traffic this morning. Pretty quiet. It's about 8 a.m. So let's see what happens. It's apparently the house that A.C. Shaw, the reverend who was the first real person to found this town, lived at, but I think it's been changed a lot over the years, obviously. No idea whether you'll be able to hear me with all this construction racket, but this is the bust of Alexander Croft Shaw. He was the Archdeacon of South Tokyo, 1846 to 1902, and essentially the founder of this town as a retreat from the heat of Tokyo in the summertime, and this is his church. We're off the road now on a much nicer, quieter path next to a stream. And it's uphill, so we had to ditch the bikes. But it's a beautiful Wednesday morning. Nice time for a hike. It's a steep climb up here, supposedly 4 kilometers. I guarantee you that John and Yoko did not ride their bikes up this steep hill. Very, very steep hill. I doubt that they walked up it too. They probably had a chauffeur-driven limousine to get up to the top of this pass. We're almost there, and I'm ready for another shower. That was quite an effort, quite a sweaty effort. Usually when I'm on a hiking trail going uphill, I don't mind it that much, but this was on a road, so you're like sweating your ass off going on a road, and cars are just whizzing past you. And for some reason, that's a lot more annoying and dispiriting. Looks like we have made it to the summit. Adding insult to injury, we think we just saw a trail that we could have taken on the way up here, and instead we were on the damn road. Oh well, on the way back.
Oh look, we're at the border of
Yeah, two different prefectures.
Guma and
Nagano and Guma prefectures meet right here. And what a spectacular view. Pretty epic view up here. We're the only ones here too. 9 a.m. Right, now we're talking. Jen, come here. Look at this view. Awesome view. This whole place to ourselves. Look around. This is just spectacular. Especially on a beautiful morning like this. This is supposedly Mount Koasama off in the distance there.
now it translates it as Mount Asama.
Oh, sorry, Mount Asama. That's right. Now I remember reading that like...
2,568 meters.
Okay, so 2,500 meters. Those are the northern Alps off in this direction. And it says that beyond those hills over there is Tokyo. Kumano Kotai Shrine. Let's take a look. This is a pretty one, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's known for a heart-shaped tree that has a heart shape in its trunk, or a heart-shaped carve out in its trunk. Ooh, there's a nice dog here. Arigato. See a woman getting her dog blessed and taking pictures of her dog here. So there must be some symbolism. Maybe the dog is the symbolic protector of this shrine. They mentioned that this shrine was also supposedly one of John and Yoko's favorite places to come. You could see why it's so pretty back here. The logo of the Japan national soccer team here. And they've got Japan Football Association prayer boards with all kinds of wishes. Maybe the team came here before an important match. I don't know. Interesting. The special tree is, I guess, right here. So serene. What a remarkable place. Well, we don't want to take the road on the way back down, so we joined a trail. However, Google doesn't know anything about this trail, and neither do we, quite honestly. We're just hoping it leads back down to where we parked our bikes, because our kids are still asleep in the hotel. We're going to have to check out of the hotel soon. We're not packed, and so let's just hope and pray that this trail leads us somewhere useful. Back. We don't really have time for a mistake. I think we're going to have to take the road. Maybe somebody else can tell me in the comments whether this path would have led us down back towards where we parked our bikes, which is near the St. Paul Catholic Church. Karuizawa is essentially a small resort town nestled in the forest, just trees everywhere. It was one of the 69 post office towns where there are post offices, stops along the Nakansendo Trail, the old Edo area trail between Tokyo and Kyoto. And these days it's just a touristy place, but also a very pretty one. I had to come check out St. Paul Catholic Church because I go to St. Paul Catholic Church and my children go to a St. Paul Catholic Church school in St. Petersburg. So I had to see what this St. Paul Catholic Church is like. It's very pretty. Oh, there's a noisy tour group outside. Guess this ends our Footsteps of John Lennon journey. Been a good one. I can see why he loved this town. Looking forward to coming back another time. I think this means our Shinkansen train is coming. It's coming.
2番線に電車が到着します。危険ですので黄色い線までお下がりください。